Morning all, 16th of July, another day in my daily diaries of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. I got the date wrong a couple of days ago. I actually said June, didn't I? That's my old age kicking in. Last night weren't too bad again. I got Angie to bed about 10 past 11 I think when I finally got her in bed. I went just back in the front room. I nodded off again on the couch and just woke up. But she'd been, quiet. I went to get in bed, and she was still just lay on the side, the same position as she was when I put her in bed. And then during the night, a couple of times I felt her moving, which woke me up slightly. But that was all. So I didn't have to get out of bed, do anything. I've given her 8 o'clock tablets this morning. Her nightie didn't need changing. So, yeah, fairly good night last night. I got up early. I was up about 20 past 6, just because we got the Parkinson's nurse coming at 10 o'clock this morning. So I just played on my mind. I know how to get up and be ready. I'm going to leave Angie because I want the Parkinson's nurse to see Angie sort of, well, when she's at her worst, really. So I'm gonna get her up about 9:30. The Parkinson's nurse is due at 10. So I'll not bother getting her washed and dressed. I won't do it that time anyway. So I've got them few recordings that I can show her. Yeah, and hopefully she can pass all that info on then to Mr. McGee, the specialist, when we see him. Yeah. So yesterday. I got her up, trying to get it. It's the normal time. I think I can't remember, about 10ish. Give her a breakfast again, a fruit and a porridge and a fruit. I had to spoon feed her the last sort of, I'd say, third of it, because she'd just stopped. Her eyes were shut and like that, and just spooning her hand and trying to put nothing on the spoon. So I spoon fed her the last third of her breakfast. Then, as you know, my mum and my sister came over yesterday. Not seen them for a while. Speak to them, obviously, but not seen them. They're trying to think, it was about August last time when they came over, September last year. So they seen a massive difference in Angie, a massive difference, they both said. And watching me sort of, shuffling around and manoeuvring her, and even at tea time when we come back, I just said, I've got to get Angie's tea, so I made a pie, put a pie in the oven, made a veg mash and gravy and that, and I think she ate about 4 or 5 spoonfuls herself, and I had to then physically spoon feed her all her tea. It took me about 3/4 of an hour, 50 minutes to feed her with it. She ate it all, but she wouldn't have done it without me feeding her, putting it on the spoon and actually spoon feeding her with it. Even though it was all chopped up in very small pieces, but it's becoming a bit of the norm now. And even when we was out and about, moving and my mum Jan would say, what? I said, no, this is the normal now. This is the normal day. It's but having said that, and chatting to a fella on the, or he's sending me comments. We're talking to the comment section. His wife's got Parkinson's, but she's bedridden all the time. She never gets out of bed. She's got one of them hospital beds that moves her position and stuff, but she's just bedridden. He has carers coming in and helping, washing her and that. But so you have to sort of be thankful for small mercies, really. At least, as much as I can moan and groan to myself sometimes, getting hard and getting her in and out of the house and in and out of the car, and in a wheelchair, we go out for a walk in the cafes or on the promenade or at least I'm getting her out. At least I can get her out. So there's always an upside to every down, isn't there? So that's what I try and think of. When we were just discussing yesterday, like you do when you get family, because that's something else I enjoyed. Even though it was like my mum and my sister, and both females, but just adult conversation all day. Adult conversation, you know, old times, new times, what we're doing now, and you know, stuff like that. But it was just a full afternoon of adult conversation, not just, you know, Angie, do you want this? You know, waiting for a thumbs up and a thumbs down. It's massive. You don't understand when you don't get these adult conversations. When you do have the adult, you know, normal day-to-day people, you don't really appreciate what's happening, because when you don't have them, it's soul destroying sometimes. Soul destroying. You know, so we had plenty of laughs. You know, one thing I did mention was like, because I said, look at Angie now there. So when you think, because I once mentioned it on here, if you've ever seen that film Erin Brockovich, well, that character Erin Brockovich is Angie all over, or it was. That's exactly what Angie was. She'd get her teeth into something, and that was it. She'd be like a dog with a bone. She would not let it go until she got it sorted. Strong as an ox, you know, physically and mentally. And my sister said, no, have you ever watched Yellowstone? Which I have. And as soon as she said that, I knew what she was going to say. Beth. If you watch Yellowstone, you'll know who Beth is. Now, Beth is an absolute copy of what Angie was. Fiercely independent, fiercely loyal, fight to the hilt to protect her and her family and so I thought Beth's an even better version of Angie than Erin Brockovich. If you've not seen Yellowstone, you probably won't understand what I'm talking about, but get a chance to watch it. And that's Beth is Angie as she was. She'd fight anybody physically, mentally. Wouldn't be put off by your status or who you are. It don't matter. Nope. If Angie had it, you know, thought she was right, she'd stick to it, and she'd defend herself and defend her family. A proper matriarch of the family. Proper. You know, and then you look at her now, and she's like just a shell of herself, just a shell of what she was. It's very strange, very strange. Anyway, so like I said, we've got the Parkinson's nurse coming at 10 o'clock this morning. Then I've got the cleaner coming in, and then the outreach workers coming sitting again this afternoon, which then I'll go and get the shopping done, and I'll just go get myself a coffee somewhere, just chill and people watch, maybe something like that. Just come out, might go for another walk. Depending if I've got any freezer stuff. I can't go out too long because I need to get back and get the stuff in the freezer. This is me talking, a right old washerwoman. And I've got my washing out. Didn't put the washer on all day yesterday until last night, and I put it on overnight. Well, as we was about 9 o'clock, I put it on, and then I just pegged it out this morning. So that's me. Proper domestic god now. Oh, 1 minute, we put you on hold. 1 minute, camera's just switching. 1 second. No, everything's alright. She's just twitching. Turning over actually, but she's still nice and calm. Her legs aren't going, so I said I'll get her up about 9ish, but I said earlier I think I'll leave it till about 9:30. So yeah, she got the camera wrong again yesterday morning. She got one right, apart from herself. She keeps getting herself right. Keeps saying me. She got Ainsley wrong. She called him Cade again. She got Arlo right. That's Ainsley's younger brother. It's actually his birthday today. She got him right yesterday. And then baby Arlie. No, I don't know. Strange. It really is strange. I can't. Obviously, it's the dementia side. You know, there's no explanation to it really. I don't know. I don't know if the Parkinson's nurse is going to, you know, whether she'll tell me or whether to ask her if I need to give the memory clinic, as I call it, not the dementia clinic, the memory clinic, a ring. You know, but I don't know why. As you know, she's on the memory tablet as it is. It was, you know, it was upped and then it dropped down to 10 milligrams up. You know, I don't know. I think it's just as it is now. I think that's it. It is what it is. as my saying goes, it is what it is. I think just got to work with it. Like I said, at least we can get out. Yeah, like I said, I might moan and groan and what have you, but at least we can get out. You know, go and looking at that. Well, I've got a viewing for one of the bungalows next Tuesday. The estate agent phoned me today. You made an inquiry to look at this bungalow. So yeah, okay. So you want to make a booking? Yeah, I said, yeah, please. What about, this was yesterday, what about tomorrow? Or I said, oh no, we can't this week. I've got them busy all week, so, you know, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I said, we've got people, well, what about over the weekend? I said, well, it's Saturday afternoon, because he can't, not before 12, because I'd have to, Angie can't work anymore, and she can't operate. All right, well, we only view up until 12:30. Well, what about Monday next week? Well, I can't do next Monday neither. So we booked it for Tuesday, but she thought, you made the bleeding inquiry, you know. So it's like a week. So yesterday she phoned me, and so it's next Tuesday we're going looking at that other bungalow. I did inquire on 2 more, but I haven't heard back from them yet, so I might chase them up today. So yeah, I get this, get it moving. Get, either if his room, because where I live now, the main door, it's down the side, it's outside of the bungalow, where like an alleyway. And there's no there is no way of putting a ramp that I can get out with a wheelchair and out. I'd have to come out the back door. I'd have to have a ramp at the back door. I'm not doing that now, because we're moving, but so that doesn't help. So when we do move, it's either going to have to have a ramp, or make sure that I can get a ramp. I can put a ramp in, because I can do that myself. Get some concrete in. That's not beyond my capabilities. I'm an ex-builder, so yeah. So that's Saturday, lovely today. Not a cloud in sight after yesterday's weather. It's weird, this weather. It really is. So it's a lovely day. So again, I'm looking forward to getting out this afternoon and go my shopping, and I'm going to go for a walk along the promenade. Let me just clear my head for a short while. Right, so that's me done again for today. Do another one tomorrow as usual. So please, again, press your like button, follow me, share them, do all the usuals, please, subscribe, and send me your comments. And I shall speak to you tomorrow. Thanks very much. You take care now. Bye.